I always thought, okay, the dark web might be a shady place, but as long as I keep away from it, I'm fine, I can't get into trouble. But apparently, I can. Not only drugs and guns are being sold on the dark web, the most valuable good that is being traded is data. Your data, my data, it's scary. Data can mean a lot of things. Credit card details or logins, for example. Just imagine what someone can do with your social media login, your PayPal, or even your bank account. Haya Schulman is the Director of Cybersecurity Analytics and Defenses at the Fraunhofer Institute for Secure Information Technology. She develops systems and tools to prevent cyber threats. A new study that was published in July says that there are around 15 billion logins up for sale on the dark web. Apparently in the last 2 years the number increased by 300%. Can that be true?
Absolutely, this certainly can be true. So if you open just one market and you look for a database, yeah, you have different categories and you enter a database, essentially all the compromised databases, you will see multiple vendors which sell them. There is a database with 17 million records, LinkedIn hack database. So that means they compromised accounts in LinkedIn, and you can buy different accounts with users and passwords and information about those users.
And what are people buying those databases for?
There are databases that many secret services or governments would happily put their hands on about, like citizens in the United States with social security numbers. I know that, for instance, in Israel, there was also a leaked database of Interior Ministry of all the citizens in Israel. Now, of course, this makes citizens targets, because if some countries want to track these users or hijack their information or trace them and know what they are, this gives a lot of information.
I'm wondering, how much is my information actually worth?
For cyber criminals, a value of someone like you is probably high, because you talk to people who are maybe dissidents, people who research security, so you can learn a lot of information from them. So your information would be probably more expensive than of someone, just a normal person, on whom you can use it to issue a fake passport and assume his identity, or steal his credentials and use his accounts.
But is there some way how I can find out if my information is up for sale somewhere on the dark web?
Certainly, you have to buy these databases. I mean, there is no way to search for your name here.
Can we look for credit card details if we find something like that?
Credit card, sure. Yeah, so here's fresh sniffed Canada and EU credit cards and CVV.
Credit card fraudsters have their own languages that outsiders might not get right away. Here are the basics. CVVs. You might think that's the 3-digit number on the back of your credit card, but it's more than that. When fraudsters talk about CVVs, they mean information that includes the cardholder name, the address, card number, expiration date, and the CVV2, which is the 3-digit number. With all that information, you can shop online, at someone else's expense, that is. Dumps are slightly more expensive, because they are more valuable. It's the information you find on the credit card's black magnetic strip. The information can basically get copied onto a fake credit card, which can be used in any store. And last but not least, fulls. This is a full set of financial information of someone. So that's not just the credit card details, but also the date of birth and social security number, for example. I know the threats are out there, but what can I personally do to make sure my information is safe? Is there even a way to make sure my information is safe?
That's an extremely complex question. Essentially, it doesn't just depend on you. So think about the services which you use with your credit card. Even if you use your credit card completely securely and you follow all the instructions and you're very security savvy, it doesn't mean that your information is secure, because it also depends on the vendor. Think about Amazon. If Amazon is not using up-to-date and super secure service, then it could be that someone hacks the database and gets your credit card number. You did everything right, but it was still attacked. Another option where this could be attacked is, think about that you have a malware in your computer which is monitoring everything that you are doing.
So essentially, I can't be 100% safe.
You cannot be 100% sure. I am not 100% sure if my details are not in those databases. And I try to do everything correctly, and I use Linux, which is more secure than Windows, and but it doesn't just depend on you. It also depends, like I said, on so many other factors.
Do you use your credit card on Amazon, or is that just stuff you say,
I use...
that's the least I can do, just not do it at all to stay as safe as possible?
No, not necessarily. So there are things which I do. I mean, in this digital era, in modern societies, which we are now, you cannot not use the internet. We need the things fast, efficient. So the way to do it secure is you have to either use banks or bank accounts, which as soon as a transaction was made on your account, it will be sent to you, for instance, as SMS or email to your telephone. This allows you monitoring who does transactions on your account. And if you see something which you haven't done, if you notify your bank immediately, then you can cancel the transaction.
The black market on the dark web has many things to offer. I never thought that I could be a victim of identity theft, but today I learned that anyone can be. And to protect myself, I have to be very careful with my personal information. What about you? Are you scared that your personal data might be up for sale on the dark web? How do you protect yourself? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.